Oh, why did you tell your family 2 days before you was leaving? Hold on. Give me a second. I have good reason.
Once upon a time that lived at Harajuku Barbie. Used to watch the game at Madison Square Garden. Coliseum block on the weekends. Italian ices from the Puerto Ricans. She rap queens like a crown or...
Hello guys, so it is officially my last day in New York. I leave tomorrow morning, well, afternoon, and everything's packed up. I'm giving the couch to my mom. You see the little kitties there? It's a hot mess right now. So this house was literally my first apartment. Like, I lived in other apartments, but this was the first whole apartment in New York, you know, because I was renting rooms before. So this is like the living room, and I'm going to miss it because this living room is so pretty. Like the chandeliers, let me show you guys. Oh, it's not turning on. Hold on. Okay, yeah, it has that setting where it's like really fucking nice. Hold on. And then it changes colors as well. It's so pretty. Also this one, I always like this, like, you know, it was always pretty to me. Then here's the kitchen. Kitchen is so fucking nice as well. Don't mind the cat food on the floor. But also it had the switches too where it could do that. It was also very pretty. Like, I loved it. I so loved it. This is downstairs when you walk in. It's just the whole thing. I'm truthfully gonna fucking miss here. I really am. I really am. And then here's the bathroom. Don't mind the cat shit. Yeah, this is the bathroom. It's like, wow. You see that? This is gonna be my most favorite thing that I'm gonna miss is the shower. Like, you can't go wrong with it. I fucking love that. Like, I'm truthfully, I'm gonna sit here. I cannot sit here in front and say that I'm not gonna fucking miss it here. I really am. And then this was my room. My room. Close the closet. This is really like a bitter fucking sweet moment. It really is. Like, it really is. This is the other room where one of my other roommates was. Yeah. It's pretty empty now. I would show you guys the other room, but that's like that's where my other roommate is. I don't want to open her room door because her room is still occupied, but this is the other one. Not gonna go in there. But yeah, this is truthfully and honestly it's a bittersweet moment. It really is. It feels so freaking surreal. It does not feel real. It feels absolutely insane. Yeah, this is our final stop. I feel so unreal. It's been real, guys. I know. It's been real. It's empty. It's all gone. It's all gone. See that video? You can say it one more time. And we out. So about an hour after my roommate left, I was getting myself ready to leave. I already decided on staying an extra 2 days because I was feeling a bit emotional and I wasn't ready yet. So I handed over my keys, headed over to my mom's house, and this was just me spending time with my mom and my sister before leaving. I left 2 days after and I was on my way to Houston. You guys, those clips are so freaking emotional. You don't understand. It still feels like yesterday. My last week in New York before moving to Houston was absolutely insane. It was an emotional roller coaster. So I was supposed to leave March 23rd. That was a Saturday. I told my family that Thursday.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, be easy on me. There's a reason why I did that.
Liar!
Oh, why did you tell your family 2 days before you was leaving? Hold on. Give me a second. I have good reason. I didn't want nobody talking me out of it. I am 23, going on 24 this year. I was already living in my own apartment in New York, but since I'm in New York and everybody's around, it's nothing for them. But now I'm moving halfway across the country. So of course they think I'm a fucking lunatic. They think I'm insane because I don't know nobody here. I just came here by myself. Even though I know they mean well, it doesn't always come out the right way. They start projecting their fears onto you, and then you start to intake that whether you like it or not. And then you start rethinking it because now you're anxious. And then you don't do what you want to do anymore. You just stay in New York. I didn't want that happening. So I didn't tell them 2 days until my flight date. I did feel bad. I'm not even gonna lie. So that day my sister came over and did my hair. And then while she was doing my hair, I called my mom, video called her. And I told her, hey mom, I'm moving to Houston on Saturday. Oh no, you're joking. No, stop joking, that's not funny. I flipped the camera and showed her all the boxes that I packed. She was in shock. And then from there, you know, mom trying to talk you out of it, but it's like, I already paid for everything, lady. Not happening. That was the whole point of me waiting that long to tell them, because I already know I paid for everything. So there's no backing out. All my stuff is packed. And I'm leaving this apartment. And I'm not moving in with you guys. I already told her I was coming over, so she was like, yes, we're gonna talk about this when you get here. I did that. I went to go see her. And the next thing to do was go to my dad's house and tell them. By them, I mean my grandmother, my father, my aunts, and other family members. But before I went to my dad's house to tell him, like, hey, I'm leaving, I called one of my aunts because I knew it would have been easier to tell her over the phone or to tell her first. Called her, told her. She was like, what? What? So yeah, I'm moving to Houston on Saturday. I'm gonna miss you guys, but I want to see you before I leave, so come to the house and bring the kids, which is my cousins, my younger cousins. I'm pretty sure she thought I was insane on the phone. Cause now that I say it out loud, it sounds pretty fucking crazy. So I went to the house after seeing my mom, sat everybody down in the kitchen, having a casual conversation, and then I'm sitting there and they don't even know what's going through my head.
I know something you don't. I know something you will never know.
I told my grandmother first because she lives downstairs and my dad lives upstairs, and we were still waiting for him to come downstairs. And I'm like, I'm moving to Houston on Saturday. She got a little sad. My other aunt was there. This is my older aunt, and she was sad as well, but they wished me the best. They prayed for me and said they hope I find a husband while I'm here, sweet Jesus. And then my dad came downstairs and I told my father, like, hey, I'm leaving to Houston on Saturday. I'm moving. He was nonchalant with his response at first, you know, because he's an Aquarius and they don't really like showing their emotions. Just to find out later on that he was panicking, talking about, oh, I gotta come visit her and everything, and I gotta fly out there to make sure she's okay. Why does she have to go to Texas because it's so far? This is what I'm hearing later on. They all prayed for me, we talked, we ate, and I went back home. And then that night, which was Thursday, I called Delta and I rescheduled that shit because I was not ready. That day was the most emotional day ever. It was literally a roller coaster of emotions, and I'm like, no, I can't do this. I need a little more time. And then the next morning, I called the front desk and I rescheduled my move-in date. So I'm still trying to get rid of the furniture in my room and furniture in the living room, because originally what I was gonna do is just have the family come pick it up, because my lease didn't end yet, so they still were able to come into the house. And I was basically leaving before my lease ended. While I was moving the couches, right, as I'm moving the living room furniture to bring to my mom's house, I'm in the car with the guy moving my furniture, and I was so sad. And it's crazy because the guy who was moving my furniture with me, because I hired people to help me move the furniture, he comes from a country called Kyrgyzstan, and he was telling me how he came here by himself and he reunited with his brother when he came here, and he's happy as hell. I need to be a little more grateful. So when we get there and I'm doing the move and I'm bringing the stuff upstairs with him, oh man, it hit me. And I ran upstairs and I hugged my mother so tight, to the point where I think I almost choked up. Because she's a short woman. She's a very short woman. I hugged that lady so tight because it really hit me. You're moving somewhere far away where you have to take a plane. And I was crying hysterically. I was hyperventilating because it finally hit me. It's different when you're planning it out, but it's not until like the final hours come in, I'm really doing this. So, you know what I did? I changed my flight again. I did. That Monday is where we cleared out the house. This clip right here. And that was an emotional day for me too, because I've been living on my own since 2021. And I'm not ashamed to say when I first started living on my own, I was renting rooms. But this was the first time that I had a full-on apartment in New York. And I prayed for something like that. That apartment in New York brought me so much joy. I finally had a home in my life where I'm happy to be home. I always want to be home. I am like, that was a home for me. That was the first time ever in my life. And there's no cap in my rap when I say this. This was the first time in my life where I had some place that I can call home, and it was peaceful. And I had so many great memories in that apartment. I even had my first Christmas. I felt like a kid again, able to buy presents, decorate the crib, nice Christmas tree, you in the Christmas spirit, watching Christmas movies, like, you know. Ah, man. And that's why it's always good to create your own peace. And that's why it's so important to pick your home right, so you can flourish. Because if everything is not right at home, you ain't gonna blossom the way that you need to, not want to, need to. That Monday, when we was leaving, I took the rest of my stuff and I stayed with my mom for 2 days just to be with her. And then I left. I left that Wednesday and now I'm here. Sometimes feels normal, but other times when I'm walking around, it's just like, I'm really in a whole different part of this country. That's how my last week in New York was like. At the end of the day, I will always be a New Yorker at heart. Always. It's just what was called here, and I'm still figuring it out. I hope that all of you and the people to come will be on this journey with me, and I will share it along the way. And for everybody else or anybody else that is thinking of doing a move or doing something crazy, just do it. So until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. The next video will be me talking about how I actually got to Houston and the details about the move. Because it was crazy. Because guess what? I lost everything before I came here. But we're going to talk about that in the next video. Later, guys.